familiar place, Stefanos Fostieris. How is it going, dude, today?
Really great. Not first place this time.
Unexpected. What's your match of today and what
like 5 rounds. I played like Burning Abyss, True Draco, Mirror Match, Trickstar, again, like 2 mirror matches and 1 Necros, which was really interesting, and so many combos, so many negates, and the True Draco is kind of difficult.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm playing Trickstar. I think it has like...
your list?
Yes, it's quite different from last time, and I think it has the best matchup with Pendulum Magician, because you can your astrograph will not be able to resolve if you get reincarnation, and you have a lot of hand drops in the deck, and pretty much a lot of negates.
Anything last words because start of the deck profile?
No, let's go to the deck and I'll explain everything.
Let's see the deck profile.
So we have 3 Candinas, 3 Lycoris, Lilybell, nothing's changed and nothing is going to change about this engine. I bumped Eater of Millions up to 3 because when magicians bring out a board full of negates, you have to have a lot of outs, so opening multiples is not bad. And for hand traps, 3 draw, mainly for reincarnation, but against True Draco, if they don't have a Mana Iwato, which is what kills this deck, you can have like 3 hand traps and it won't matter because you can activate anything. But if they don't have a Mana Iwato, they won't be able to play. 2 Ass, 2 Ogre, and 2 Veiler. I don't like 3 of any of these. I'd rather have a variety of each in my hand so I can stop multiples. Like, this is really good against magicians, this is terrible against magicians, and vice versa with True Draco, this is great and this is bad. This is good against anything, so if I have to open more than 1, I'd rather have like, not have 2 copies of any of these, just Veiler, Ogre, anything, just to be able to stop any kind of matchup. So for the monsters, for spells, obviously, as many searches as you want. And I also bumped Scapegoat up to 3. I had like doubts about this card because you can only activate it once per turn, but you still really need to have multiple monsters on board. Board load is kind of difficult for True Draco to get over if they already have established a board, unless they have Diagram, of course, but you can make the Firewall ATK, you can bring out a lot of monsters, Cossack Magician, Undercloak Taker to bump down a monster. So yeah, Trickstar has problems with holding a board on the field, so this helps. 2 Desires, obviously. Board wipes, both of them in the main against magicians and any deck that spams. And I played 2 Challenge in the main deck, again for magicians because you need to have multiple outs. This feels like Norito, Vortex, Metaltron is so powerful, you need all the outs you can get. This can also stop Majesty Maiden and Ignis. And it's really good against the mirror match when we go to the late game with the mirror match, just have the Eater of Millions beat down, each one having their own. So being able to negate Eater of Millions is very important. For the traps, reincarnation of course. And 3 strikes, I cut the other Solemns. I kept these because they spend less life points and they can negate trap cards. Solemn Judgment is very powerful against evenly matched, but I don't feel like I'm going to lose so often to evenly matched, so I think this is the most important one to have. And I want to keep my deck count at 40, so yeah. For the extra deck, for the Trickstars, Holy Angel, Sweet Devil, I still run her just because I like her, she's not that good.
You have today?
Yeah, I brought her out once and I was able to lower the attack of a monster, but it was like a win-win situation for me. I was going to win no matter what I did, so I just brought her out to have a final turn. 2 Link Spiders. For the Link 2s, Cossack, Missus, Roxy, Eve, Undercloak. Lowering a monster's attack with this card is actually really crucial sometimes. You can get over some pretty big monsters. Guy Saber, Yugioh, Decode for Link 3s. And we have Firewall, Warlord, and Topologic. Firewall, especially in this deck, you can do the Lilybell OTK, and you can combo Reincarnation with Topologic to board wipe your opponent, and Warlord's Warlord, the most powerful Link monster in my opinion that has ever come out, at least so far. And for the side deck, 2 Gamacielos for True Draco and Magicians. 3 Shattering. This is mainly to try to counter the pendulum graph. Like, I try to pop one of their scales to destroy a monster, you chain this and you pretty much negate the trap. And it's kind of good against True Draco. When you're going first, I guess Magicians is going second, but when you're going first against True Draco, when they have like a diagram and protect their monsters from being destroyed by battle, sometimes you have to get rid of it. And you can also get rid of their spells, which will give them a free trivia fodder. 2 Cyclone, this is mainly for True Draco, but you can work against the mirror match when you're going first to banish the light stage so they won't search. 3 barrier. A lot of Burning Abyss are being played right now. They're getting ready for Cherubini, if it ever comes out, we'll see. So this is really good against Necros as well, Invoked, pretty much anything that can do, and Shadows. So, yeah. Counter evenly matched through Mind Crush. I like this over other cards, counter evenly matched, because it can work against any deck that searches. And having this with Reincarnation is really good because you will never get evenly matched. And to Fragrance, because it's auto win against Magicians and against other decks that use a lot of spells, it can slow them down for a turn or two. So yeah.
Okay. So Stefanos, can you want to show you my the Firewall combo if you want?
Yeah, sure. Like if you open, you have like Scapegoat, a Lightgrass in the graveyard, and any way to search Lilybell like Candina, Terraforming Lightstage. Like during the end phase, you activate Scapegoat, you get tokens, and you get out of Firewall. You're gonna summon this. In order for this to work out, your opponent has to have a monster on the field that is not too powerful, so you won't burn yourself when you cross Lightgrass. So you're gonna attack directly, and you're gonna get back to Lightgrass, and you're gonna get this back to your hand, and summon this specifically to the zone that Firewall points to. You're gonna cross this, so you lose some life points. You have to make sure that you're losing less life points than the damage you're dealing to your opponent with Lilybell, which is usually a one stack. So this goes to the grave. Firewall triggers because a monster was removed from the zone, so you special summon this. You attack directly again, and you keep repeating this until your opponent runs out of life points. You will usually burn your opponent faster than what you will lose. They have to have like a Thunder King Kaiju with 33 in order to be able to avoid something like that. So yeah, it's kind of situational, but it can work out sometimes and give you some free wins.
Do you have today the combo with Firewall?
Yeah, I did it once against the mirror match having like a Candina on the field, and you burn them faster because Candina is only 1800. So,
okay. So Stefanos, congrats about the third place.
Thank you.
Any last words about Cycle before?
For the meta, pretty much, it's very diverse. I really like it. You can play pretty much anything you want and have really good success. And we're waiting now for Flames of Destruction to see if they import like Needle Fiber to Rubin to add a few more decks. So we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much, Stefanos, and good luck about the next tournament. Or go to European YCS. Good luck and bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.